Welcome to Dad's Nerdy Ambition. I'm your host, Steve Pugh. Both my co-hosts actually couldn't make it onto the show tonight, which is a little sad for them. We were actually, we'll get into that bit for a second, but let me go ahead and introduce who we have on the show tonight. I have the honor, nay, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of having two of the most energetic, the most chaotic, and the most adorable just enthusiasts in nerd culture. I get to have Harley Nox on the show again, and I get to have the voice of Saza, the connoisseur of everything that is Goblin, Holly Marie Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming and joining us. And ladies, thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So we have a lot to catch up on because both of you, it's been well over a year since I've had either of you on the show. Both of you have been up to some fun stuff. Holly, dude, like you have gotten to do some, I know, like I'm really excited there on that one. So first things first, we were going to, I have to ask because Sam's not here. He is my token Brit. And we were curious if we both had you both on the show at the same time, would you guys like form a super pact where you guys would be absolutely charming together, or would there be like this like conflict between the two of you?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, it could go either way. I'm gonna have to meet him, and he might be my best friend or my nemesis.
I see. Yeah. I like that idea. That's gonna be like it could be like the Great British Bake Off, but just like on podcast form over here. Yeah, do you bake, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Yeah, he does like too. Baking. Oh, so does he.
God, we're gonna have to bring.
You're
gonna send cakes.
all
the way overseas.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, we take you over to Rhode Island. You and the family go over to New York City. Have so much fun. Oh my gosh, there's so many great things over here. So you have been actively working on some projects, and I want to go into this a little bit here because you have now been a part of not one but two games that had been nominated for, let's see, Metaphor was nominated for at least, what was it, like 16, 17 different awards. You guys won some BAFTA. You won the Best Narrative. The Game Awards, you came away back with like you got 3 awards from that. You got Best Game Design, I believe. Let me pull up. I actually have the information here. I should be a professional and know what I'm talking about. So yeah, you guys were, Metaphor was nominated and won Best Role-Playing Game of 2024, Best Narrative, and Best Art Direction. And you got Best Narrative from the BAFTAs and the NAB Awards. You got Game of the Year, Art Direction, Costume Design, Game Design, Original Role-Playing Game, and Original Dramatic Score. And you that's amazing. And you played the voice of Katharina Gran. You were an elite bounty hunter and a contender for the Royal Tournament.
That's right.
So how did you enjoy that? How did that compare to, let's say, you doing the voice for something in Baldur's Gate?
It was great. It was really fun to be. She had such a cool sort of story going on. I know quite a lot of people wanted to see what happened to her after she kind of leaves. But she had I really liked her sort of mission, if you like, that she was on. She was really one of the good guys, really wanted to make things better. I really liked her attitude, and then she kind of saw that she didn't do it very well and she could change it a little bit and still fight for goodness and all that. It was quite nice to play somebody who's good, because I usually end up playing evil people most of the time. Yeah, it was really fun. I actually got the part of Katharina from being in Baldur's Gate and playing Saza because they wanted somebody who had a Cockney accent for Katharina. And then obviously I did that for Saza. So they asked me to audition for Katharina, and then I ended up getting it from that. But yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed also getting to do all the combat noise sounds as well, but also all of like, you know, the trash talk before the fights. That was really fun. Yeah, it was good. She was a really cool character to play. I saw a very small picture of her head when I was auditioning for her, and that was it. And then I never saw what she looked like. And then when I saw her in full, I was like, oh, she's badass. She's really cool. I really like her. Yeah, she was fun. I liked her. She's kind of spunky.
Okay. Now, who would win between a battle between her and Sazza?
Oh, oh, that's a good question. I ooh, I actually probably Katharina. I reckon Saza is secretly a little bit of a wuss. I think she's
So
all talk, all talk, no trousers.
I would agree with you up until recently. So many years later, I am still continually playing Baldur's Gate.
Yes,
And so me, Sam, and Kev were doing a playthrough, and we decided to rescue you because we're like, oh, we got to rescue Holly. We got to
thank
save
you,
her.
thank you.
Then we took you backed to the Goblin camp, and you backstabbed us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she does that.
So yeah. So I was like, oh, and Kev killed you, which was fun. Uh,
You
um,
did.
yeah, it was
Didn't
quick. It
say
was
it
quick.
again. Have you not like? Have you got
Oh,
the achievement? Have you got the
I
achievement?
have. I do have
Okay,
the
good. All right.
achievement.
So I was
Yeah, no. Um, Actually, speaking of Sazza, this is a funny question here for you. Um, this was something that was actually asked after our episode, and you and I kind of tongue in cheek joked about it. Uh, how do you feel that Sazza wasn't a love interest option?
but she wasn't.
Yes,
Offended. No, not
offended.
really, but, but I was shocked at how many people want her to be one. I'm quite surprised. There's some people out there who really love goblins. Um, I mean, I would have done it. They had like the intimacy coordinators and everything there, and it was like a closed sort of set, if you like, when they were doing all of the romantic scenes. That was
Really?
yeah, yeah. Um, so I would have done it if it was required. Um, yeah,
So
but
I can't imagine. So again, I know you're getting paid to do these things. I know you're getting paid to pretend, and I
mhm.
love that just idea in general. You're actors. You're getting paid to do your skill, your trade, if you will. And but even like the scenes that you not even so much the intimacy scenes, but like just doing certain scenes as characters I think personally, this is why I'm not a professional. I would have a hard time with it because I would be sitting there giggling and being like, "This is ridiculous." Even as Saza is, or when you were the mummy in
Oh yeah,
the mother mummy. What was it?
that was
It's
hilarious. Yeah,
like
Zara, the mummy.
yeah,
Um,
like breaking
that was
character. How
so
hard is
funny.
that?
It's quite funny, and it's an odd one because you're by yourself as well. It's not
Mm.
like you're acting against another person, which I guess in one way might be better because then they're not giggling, which will make you giggle. But I don't know. It's like you just kind of have to get into it and really be like, no, I am a mummy, and I'm really annoyed that this person can't understand me, which is very daft. But then it was kind of like we recorded that bit, and then you can hear everybody, all of the sound engineers and the directors, like, and then start laughing as soon as that like they've stopped recording, and then you're allowed to giggle for a bit. But yeah, I guess you just kind of have to really be. You just it's this conviction. You're just like, well, I am this mummy right now, so here we go.
Yeah, when I was
Yeah.
doing stage productions for my degree, that was same problem, except there's no do-overs because you are live
Yes.
on
Yeah.
stage in front of an audience. So if you deliver a funny line and then everybody starts laughing, you still have to maintain a completely straight face. It is the hardest job because you know what you're saying is funny and you know that, you know, there's a reason they're laughing, but you have to be completely straight. I did noises off at one point, and that was so hard. That was so hard because I'm sitting here, I'm like, I have how am I what?
Don't laugh. Yeah. Yeah. You just have to really buy into the character, really
Yeah.
believe it, and
That's
then you're
fair.
like, yeah.
Yeah. I will say this. Since our last episodes, I have been critiqued on my voice acting skills too, which has been great. Mostly not even by my players, but by my kids. So
They're brutal.
oh
Kids are
well, here's the thing. I play 40K. I love tabletop RPGs. I used to be a hardcore like NIDS player, and then I got really into orcs, and so they have that hardcore like deep guttural tusky Cockney voice, and so my kids will come around. The twins will be coming around, and they'll be like they'll be doing something while I'm working on something, I'll be like, right, you grots, get over here now. You snotties, right, you want the proper crumping, right? And then just stuff like that. I don't know how that was. I'm sure that was terrible.
That was very good. I'm
Was that?
impressed. Oh no, it was great.
All right.
God.
So I play a proper orc. Got it.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's good.
And they'll come over all the time, and so like I have to do the wah and all that. I'm not going to do that because I will destroy my mic with it. But it's fun doing that kind of stuff with them, and I'm giggling. And so I can only imagine from like your guys' perspectives. So kind of going back to Holly here for like the acting and everything. From going from like mocap and everything with BG and doing that style characters because you were wrong on the number of characters you did, by the way, madam.
Oh, was I?
You were off. You said 11.
Oh, okay. How many was it?
You did 17, including a spell.
Whoops.
Oh, it was over like 4 years. So I do remember doing the spells. That was really fun, actually. I remember doing that.
You did, which spell was it? You did, I have the list of them right here because I am a professional. You did, it just says spells vocal. Devout Cry, you did. And then I thought I had it just said, I just found spells that you had done. And then a lot more characters that are, I'll say this, the characters you did have now developed a lot of lore behind them because the phenomenon that has become Baldur's Gate. It has had such an impact. How does that actually make you feel to know that you helped create something and that it is going to spread forever in the nerdyverse?
It's mad, to be honest, and it's like the type of thing you can only dream of, really. And it's still seeing the impact that especially Baldur's Gate 3 has still on people, and I think also because it's got the replayability so much, it's kind of like you can play it forever and still enjoy it, and there's loads of different things that happen in it. So I think it's just going to keep going. But I just wasn't expecting it, so it's all been a completely pleasant surprise, and everybody's been so nice about it. I think that's the thing, is that all of the community are lovely and only ever say nice things.
And that's a great thing.
It is. Everybody's been so sort of welcoming and positive and enthusiastic, and just having that sort of atmosphere, that sort of vibe coming at me from strangers is so nice, and it sort of reminds you that there's quite a lot of nice people in the world, and knowing that's it really does. And it's I don't know, I've just completely gone off on a tangent there.
Welcome to Dads with Nerdy Ambitions. That's what we do. Well, let me ask you this: you were a little bit nerdy. You weren't overly nerdy. Have you become more nerdy since then?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. I just become sort of more interested in like all the lore and everything, and sort of deep diving into stuff. And I now follow loads of people who play and watch, and I've got a lot more into like D&D and stuff just because of this. And it's,
I remember you saying your friends were trying to get you to play D&D. Have you played yet?
We still haven't got around to it. It's ridiculous. It's my friends Richard and Sam, and Sam keeps being like, come round, we're going to do it, and Richard's going to write a campaign and all this sort of stuff, and we're like, yeah. But it's like, well, like you said, we've been trying to get to do this for like a year.
Yes.
life just gets in the way.
Welcome to the age-old problem of in-person Dungeons and Dragons.
So yeah, we just haven't got around to it, but yes, I want to. But I've watched people play. I'm just
I have been begged, and I'm not even kidding, begged to get you on the show and to do a virtual D&D with you.
I would love it, but I won't know what I'm doing.
Nobody knows.
It's vibes. It's all vibes.
All you have to do is you have a character sheet, you roll some dice, and you make a lot of bad decisions. Yeah, and that's you can do that. I'm telling you,
I'm a massive wimp. I'm a massive wimp, but
it's all good. Like I said, I'm just letting you know. I have been legally obligated to ask you on multiple people have reached out to me, and they go, can we hear a game with her? Will you do a game with her? Can I do a game with her? Is there like we know you can't I don't know if you can technically play Sazza. I don't know if like wizards will come up, but can we get like the Timu version of her like just instead of
Excellent.
it's her cousin Tazza or
Yeah,
something like that.
just change the name slightly. No one
Yeah.
knows. I
Um
mean, I would love to if you don't mind the fact that I am a novice and as I say, I watched other people play, but I've never actually done it myself. But if you, it might
I
be
would be
very
honored.
boring because I'll just be
No,
teaching me what to do.
nobody does boring on my show. Never have I
Okay.
ever had a boring. No, we don't do boring here, and I promise you, you would have a blast. So see that. All right, you guys heard it. We got her. We got her. I got her in.
I'm
Suckered
keen.
her
I'm
in.
keen. It'd be fun.
um, so the question I had asked a long time ago that I partially went through because I have gerbil brain hardcore. Um, dude, I have two brain cells and they're fighting for third place. 100% admit it. Kids will do that to you, all right? They will absolutely just destroy anything you
It's
have
melted.
going on. The reason I didn't grow my hair is I'm graying out now, so it's lovely. Um, uh, going from the question I was originally asking was going from Boulder's Gate to Metaphor, the transition in acting because you did mocap and you did a lot of uh physical stuff, so it's easier to be animated in character with that. You didn't have to do that with Metaphor.
No, but
Yes.
I do so.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate was the first time I've done mocap. It's the
Mhm.
first time I've done it. So I'm used to doing voice acting, and again, I usually play. I do mostly character work, so I'm.
Mhm.
But I will still do it. I'm still
Mhm.
doing it in the booth. You just can't see me, so I'm still acting out the character and still physically doing them. When I'm casting spells, you just see me. I was like all
Mhm.
over the place. So I'm still doing it physically. It's just you just can't see me, but
Okay,
I'm still
no
there.
worries. Yeah, here real quick, and all I come back to is a tangent of you guys talking about how you're hot, and like, it's which is true. Like I'm not judging you, but I do judge my English friend Sam because Sam cannot handle anything over 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So in Celsius, math hard.
That's not much, is it? What's that? Like 20
It's
something?
20. I want
We
to say
have the
25.
technology. We have
Well, so
access to
Oh,
the internet.
we can say
So
this.
I will say this. I should know this better because my first wife was Australian. And so everything's done in Celsius over there. So what I used to do, it's not accurate, but I used to divide it in half and subtract five. It's not a great
Okay,
system, but it seems to work. So like 70, like,
somewhere.
So
so I'm
like
like, all
30
right.
degrees.
Yeah. And then minus five. So about 25. So it's probably around like 22, 25
Well,
Celsius.
no, it would have been 30 because 70 divided by 2 is
Yeah. 40.
35.
Well, 70 divided by two is, oh my gosh,
So
35.
there's too
And
much
then
maths
it's,
for me.
yeah. And
I
so
did the math for you.
yeah. Yeah, my math, even though my math is like probably accurate, it's like my math and the mathing is not mathing the math that's supposed to be mathing. Ergo, what is going on here? And you know, the
You
streams
were
have
actually
crossed.
right. You were right. It is
I
20, so 70 degrees Fahrenheit roughly equates to 21.12 degrees Celsius. So you were
two brain
correct.
cells fighting for third place. I promise you. So
That's not hot. That's wimpy. That is. Get hotter than that. I say this. I'm literally sweating. I'm sitting here drinking a hot cup of tea because, of course, I am. But this is why I'm too hot. Maybe we should
I'm
drink.
curious. I'm curious now. So Sam hates cold tea. Him and I like
Oh,
I
yeah. Oh, you
Holly
can't have cold
Marie.
tea.
Holly Marie.
No. Are you
I
talking about a cup of tea with milk in it?
No, I'm talking about iced tea.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
You're gonna lose half of your fans in the United States over
I'm
here. I'm
sorry.
telling you.
I thought you meant somebody made a hot cup of tea and then left it to
Oh,
go
let
cold, like with
so,
milk and stuff in it,
oh
which
no.
is
So
oh
all right,
no,
I
red
will
flag.
say this. I am a sociopath 100%. I will drink. So I have a cup of coffee right here with my Bluey cup.
Oh, I love it.
Uh I love Bluey. Um I will this cup can sit here all day and I'll still drink it. I'm an absolute
Mm.
like sociopath, but I drink it black. There's nothing in it. I don't put cream. I don't put
Okay.
sugar. It is just goth water. That's all it is. And I'll drink this all day. I love me a cup of coffee.
Mm.
Um, but Yeah, so you were talking about the acting, and you're typically not a mocap actor. Was that a good like was that a hard transition going back from being, or are you just more animated in the booth as it is?
Yeah, as I say, I'm still kind of animated anyway. So I
Mm,
always, they quite often are like, would you like to sit down or stand up? And I'm always like, no, I always need to stand up.
mm,
And then I'm still physically acting out everything that I'm doing, even though they're only recording my voice. So
mm,
doing mocap wasn't wasn't completely unusual because I do it
mm.
anyway. The only thing for that was that it was a bit more strict where you had to stand. So rather than be going off and doing all this, and
Uh,
like
how
stay still.
close are you to hitting like the pop filter in your mic when you do that, or do you hit it every once in a while?
Oh no, so no, not usually. When we were doing the motion capture, it's obviously just a little mic
Mm.
anyway, so just wearing it. But I think I've hit it with my I have hit it with my hand actually a couple of times, yeah. But it's not too bad. There's a little bit of space, but
I would hit
I
it.
get
I would hit it.
yeah,
Um,
I get excited.
so have you been doing cons lately? Have you been able to actually go do cons and say, "Hey, I'm this person," and with all your pictures of all your voice characters in the background yet?
I have never done that, but I would love to do that. But I don't know how to
Oh,
go
it's
about doing it.
look who I got here. I've got well, this is a great segue to bring in Harley. I know you've been sitting over there. You voiced up a little bit. And first things first, and I did not know that this was not intentional. This was not planned at all. But today, at the time of this recording, is our dear, sweet Harley Nox's birthday. And
Yeah.
yep. So this is her birthday. So happy birthday, first off.
Hey Harley, happy birthday!
Uh,
Thank you.
because I am a gentleman, I do not ask a lady's age because I am smart and I know better. Yeah. But you have done many a con, madam. You have done
Many, many, many.
you have been doing charity work with the Advancing Heroes Fund. Are you going to the gala, by the
I
way?
am. I
So
am.
are you part of the team, or are you just going?
So I wanted to be a part of the team. I had a lot of personal stuff going on that kind of prevented me from helping out with the lead up to
Mhm.
it, although I am still like they know I'm going, and um since I am, cosplaying is my thing, and I used to work at a Ren fair and like have done professional ferrying, like they like know that I'm going to probably be helping out more than what
Okay.
I'm officially signed up to be doing,
Cool.
but I'm not helping in any official capacity.
Okay. So my co-host Kev is his sister and him are actually doing one of the seasons. They chose winter, which is, in my opinion, the worst season ever. We can fight about that later. Like, no, screw that. I'm fighting this now. I hate cold. I hate the cold. I hate everything about the cold.
I
I
know I've just
love
been
summer.
complaining about being hot, but I would
Uh,
much rather be hot than cold. I
absolutely.
don't like it. I hate the winter. It's so depressing. Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
So, nope. Uh, Holly, you've redeemed yourself.
Thanks.
Harley, oh man, I didn't realize I did the names together. This was bad on me. This is
Yeah.
almost like me when I had the two Joshes. Um,
Yeah. At least,
so
at the very least, it's not my legal name, because that would be way too close. And I feel like that would be way worse.
guys make my job difficult. You guys make my job difficult here. Um, so okay, so he's doing winter and they're doing all that stuff. So I didn't know if there was one of the seasons you were rooting for or
Not rooting for necessarily,
hmm,
but my plan at this point
hmm,
is to do something very like summer-y, not like aligned to any one season. I think I really just have to go through my, $7,000 worth of Ren Fair garb and pick something,
there you
because
go.
I was going to make a gown, and then life happened and I got somehow 2,000 yards of fabric I have to prove. Like, it's just there were a lot of steps before I could get around to making it. But eventually for next
Yeah,
year, I've like got a plan already.
nice.
So pumped.
That is awesome. So you have done cons here. So Harley and Holly, you two should definitely be talking here. Let me ask you this, Harley.
Mhm.
Man, I'm going to struggle with this all day. I already can already tell. Um, what was something what was something going into your first con that you wish you knew starting off?
There's actually a couple of things, and I
Okay, go
think it's
for
a
it.
little different for my approach because I'm coming as a cosplayer and not someone who has quote unquote like professional work like Hollywood behind them. Um, which meaning like official capacity. Since my first show in August of 2022, it's really like I have way more professional credits. I've been published both in print and digitally internationally over 14 times. Like there's a lot more to my resume now than there was when I first started. So it was really hard. But one, there is a very, very large likelihood that whatever you prep in terms of merch will not sell.
Hmm.
And it's not necessarily a you thing. It's usually just like you being the first time you're there.
Hmm.
Um, and again, if you don't have any kind of recognizable quote unquote um, professional background, a lot of people will be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. You're awesome." They'll talk to you. They'll have, really great personal interactions, but then they'll just walk away. And then the other thing is that going to a convention as like for fun as a patron is very, very different than going to work.
Hmm.
And they like say that, but they don't really emphasize how different it is. I go to New York Comic Con as a patron every year. I've gone every year since 2012. It was my first convention ever. Like, um, I show up pretty much roughly around opening and leave at closing. That is not the case when you are working a show. I load in the day before if they allow it, or I'm there several hours before show opening. I'm, working up until show close, and then I've got another however long to either break down or just wrap up before I get to go home or to the hotel room, stuff my face with some sort of takeout, crash, and do it all again. Um, and it's exhausting. I've had some of the most amazing and rewarding interactions with people that I will ever have in my entire life. And actually, I came home from a recent show, Undiscovered Realm Comic Con, and just spent straight up an hour and a half sobbing for joy. This was all good because, like, this is my life somehow. Like, what? Um, and like, truly wonderful experience. My makeup hated me, but like, I was home. It didn't matter. So that worth it in and of itself, but it is way more exhausting than people give it credit for.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah. Now, Holly, have you ever actually been to a con? I'm sure they have cons. I don't want to be like, do you guys even know what a con is out in the UK?
Yeah,
Um,
we've got we there's loads actually, and one of my friends like visits everyone and keeps telling me I need to go as a is it a guest?
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. To go as a guest. As I said, I
You
don't know how. I
absolutely.
just don't know how. I've been as a patron before. I have been to several. I went to the MCM London one a couple of times. That was really good.
Mm.
There's a small one where I used to live in Guildford that I went to. That was fun too. And I've gone dressed as Marty McFly or Jareth the Goblin King when I've on the ones that I've been to. Those are my
good
cosplays.
choices.
Do you have a picture of the Marty McFly one? Because I would die to see that.
I
You
do. I'll send you it.
oh, that's
Yeah, I got several of them. Yeah, and loved it, and that's why I would love to go because again, it's another place where everybody's awesome and nerdy and not afraid to show how nerdy they are, and everybody's in the same headspace. Everyone's in a good mood. Everybody wants everybody to have a good time. So yeah, I want to go. I just don't know how to go about it really.
I think it's a great thing you should do personally because one, uh,
I'm
I've
just scared no
seen
one will want to meet me. So that's me like, oh
I
god.
can promise you from at least if you were to come here, if you were to go to say the Rhode Island Comic Con, or if you were to come to Terrificon or Kineticon, which they bring in so many people, they bring in so many flavors of nerd culture. Uh, you would be met with just the biggest like love and smiles, and you would have a blast. So I can only imagine because here's the thing. We're still talking years later. I remember when I started this podcast, Baldur's Gate was in like beta, and every year that it was still going through, they were still talking about it. And the game had came out what in 23?
Yeah, just
Yes.
nearly couple 2 years, nearly.
Yeah. And people, I'm still playing it. The game has a lot of replay value. The people are still talking about it. It is one of the most phenomenal, one of the most just groundbreaking games. And the fact that it was done by Larian Studios, who is just this, for the most part, they're an independent company. And they put they definitely put that love and dedication into it, and they put people like you into it, and where you're just excited to be a part of it. And we're still talking about this 2 years later about how much fun and how amazing this game is. It would be almost impossible for me to think that anywhere else that people aren't going to get excited to meet you and talk to you about it.
Okay, that sounds nice. Okay. I've got some other games coming out. I don't know.
Oh yeah, let's. That's the one question
that's literally all I can say. Is there when they come out? Maybe then I can go, and then because I don't know, then I'll have more.
So I know you're under things that you can't talk about. We have NDAs for a reason. Everybody in the nerd world and like Hollywood and across the entertainment business and professional knows the NDAs exist. Is there anything that you can talk about that you have been up to lately?
Probably not. To be honest with you.
Cool stuff is the answer.
Yeah. Cool stuff. Cool stuff.
It's very boring. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, you're nothing. I've been up to absolutely nothing. You did do a squirrel costume. By the way, you did a squirrel costume. You did the squirrel costume for Halloween or Christmas.
That was a rat. How dare you?
Oh my God, it was a rat. You're right.
I thought it was actually they are both rodents.
No, she is absolutely right. I do remember it too. I don't know why I thought it was why. Why did I?
Well,
I got
you have
nothing.
two brain cells fighting for third place.
There we go. I've already made my case.
Yes, my lovely rat costume. It comes out every Halloween, and gets so many compliments. You know how everybody likes wearing like a sexy Halloween outfit, and I'm out there rocking my very hot, very huge.
Halloween is the one day a year I do not dress up.
Really?
Really?
Too much like work.
Oh my!
No. So I spend so many hours and weekends every year, like year round, dressing up either for a photo shoot or for a show or for whatever. When Halloween comes, the most I will do is a onesie. Like we got like those like Pusheen or like I think I have an Otter, Pusheen, and Sally now, like from the Nightmare Before Christmas. I got like matching ones with my husband, who's Jack, from like Target on clearance like 4 years ago. Like that's it. That's all I got.
That's so funny. It's like your day off when everybody else is doing the dressing up. Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, can I ask, is there a character or anything in particular that's your favorite thing to cosplay? Have you got like a costume that's your favorite thing that you've ever made, or too many?
Everybody asks me this at least. Sorry. No, it's okay. And I always almost give the same response of like, you're asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Like that's not technically allowed. I mean, I'm sure there are some that have children, but
frowned upon.
No,
but, you know,
yeah, it's the same vibe. But no, I'd probably say out of all of the cosplays I've done, my heart truly belongs to my Fallout cosplays. And if I had to pick one of those, it would be my Vault Bunny. Because that's just so much love, so many pricked fingers, so many nervous breakdowns, so much learning. And it's a costume I'm really, really proud of. But it is also weird when I say that, because a lot of people, they're like, but that's not, I'm like, no, it is not a canon outfit. That does not appear in the games at all. It does not, there's nothing like that's
It is in our Fallout RPG. We did use it in the video.
Wait, oh my God.
You didn't realize? Oh my God, yes, you got to watch it. Yes.
Mark and I filmed the intro for that. That's it. That's the only thing I've ever known about it.
Yes. So we did a Fallout RPG. we unfortunately didn't get to complete it because there were some technical issues, mostly me being sick and just time got away from us. But yes, we did a full videos of the RPG style. And yes, we used her pictures. She did her and Mark did a wonderful cameo in it for us. It was an absolute pleasure. And that actually is my Fallout costume back over there that I
Cool.
used for it. But okay, sorry. I am so sorry. Go continue. You're going on about how you loved your Vault Bunny costume. I am so sorry.
Yeah, and actually wasn't even planning this. But actually so I got tickets to New York Comic Con in
Mhm.
the fall. And I've really kind of made the executive decision. I use that term loosely because my brain will change probably in the next month or two. But that I'm going to kind of pivot my brand more towards like the bunny suits, kind of variations of cosplays instead of just doing traditional canon. Although, of course, I will still be doing traditional canon when I feel like it. But I was actually going to make a bunny shadow heart. Like straight up, wig has been ordered. I have her spear in the other room.
Are you going the
Amazing.
white hair or the black hair?
White hair,
Spoilers.
yeah,
Okay.
white. So that's, I mean, I said that, and then, Steve, you approached me and were like, hey, like, would you like to be? I was like, yeah, sure. And you're like, oh, Holly's gonna be like, and I was like, oh my God, wait, Baldur, oh geez, like this is like full
All
circle.
coming together.
It is. I love it.
You have
Yeah.
to you have to do a Sazza cosplay. Or a Katharina cosplay. I guess that one would be. She's already, funny.
I trust me, I'm sure I have a wig somewhere in my closet already that could be altered or so much.
You should keep it, or is it in your house? You just
So I actually live in a
separate room for it
small
all.
apartment that we had to at one point, a few years ago when I was living with my husband in our old apartment, which was one bedroom, one bath, that's it. I looked at him and said, I can't live like this. We need to upgrade. And he was like, okay. And so he moved into a two-bedroom apartment. He helped me find one, and we moved specifically to dedicate an entire room to being a craft room for me.
Wow.
So MVP, truly.
That is pretty amazing. It's so amazing that you can make. You're so talented. It's incredible. And I mean, did you sort of have to teach yourself how to make stuff? Was it all just?
So I'm always constantly learning, because nothing works the way you think it does, especially when you're making either high fantasy characters or like really edgy sci-fi. Like nothing is the same as CGI or doodles.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of jury rigging. There's a lot of troubleshooting. Thankfully, I come from a family of engineers.
Perfect.
So yeah, and
Useful.
my mom, thankfully, my mom was a member of, they probably don't have it in the UK, but it's a 4-H club, which is like it's actually agriculture and like etc. based. But she learned how to sew. She learned how to, do a lot of crafty things, which she then passed on to me. I grew up learning on like a 1970s like Kenmore sewing machine. That sucker will sew through fingers, like will not even blink. And I have, a top of the line sewing machine now, but I got gifted a 60s Kenmore sewing machine that I lost it over. I was like, oh my God. Um, and then I somehow inherited my grandmother's West Germany, like back when Germany was divided,
Whoa.
Pfaff sewing machine and a Singer from the 40s. So I have 4 sewing machines, and my husband's like, respectfully, you can't use them all at once. What? And I was like, no,
I need them.
exactly.
That's,
100%.
these are my babies.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of sewing machines, but engineering comes in a lot. My mom taught me how to sew, but there's a certain things that you can't teach someone else, that you learn by trial and error, and you learn by screaming and crying and cursing at your sewing machine. And several layers of bandages on your fingers and, burns and things like that later. But yeah, it's constantly learning, but I do have a relatively large base knowledge that a lot of people don't necessarily have out the gate.
It's amazing. It's really clever. I wish I was good at that sort of thing.
You got to start somewhere. Closet cosplay is a thing, and I will die on that hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the guy who makes stuff out of, like, he literally makes art now, and he makes all his cosplay out of cardboard. It's all cardboard, Mod Podge, and like packaging tape.
Oh, wow.
This guy, so I gotta find him on TikTok again. It's where I found him. He made this whole gala of art, and it's all like sea creatures and sharks and everything. And he did it out of paper mache, Mod Podge, and cardboard. And
cool.
he did an entire, he actually, how he came on my algorithm, he did an entire 40K Space Marine armor out of cardboard. And like, it looks legit. Like, it looks like it was made out of like resin or the neoprene foams and stuff like that. Completely made out of cardboard. It absolutely insane. So anybody who has skills like that, voice acting and like crafting skills, like, I tip my hat to you, because all I do is I come in here and I listen and ask questions, because this is purely selfish for me. I just have questions and I just want to talk to people, and somehow I've made a somewhat profession out of it, and being able to just sit here and have fun with people, because like, legit, this is the one thing I love about our community is I got to sit here for a solid like 10 minutes just being absolutely quiet while you two got to bond and talk about stuff and like really learn this your crafts and your skills. And it's fun, because that's how this community is. The nerd community is such a close knit that they look out for each other, and they're so excited to gush about what other people are passionate about and find out stuff. And it brings me joy. Like, not like a soapbox thing, but it's so much fun.
It is lovely, because I get like nobody's cross at me because I haven't played D&D yet. And like, nobody's like, everyone's like, oh no, like, that's fine, let's play it, and it's really nice. And I don't, people don't get annoyed because I don't know the cosplay stuff, because everyone's allowed, like, happy to teach each other and be nice to each other. Nobody's like, ugh, you don't know, you haven't done this. Nobody's like that I've met. Everybody's been lovely. I love being a nerd. It's great.
It is, yes. And with everything out there are our gatekeepers, and we've had those discussions on them. But for the most part, I think that's what makes this community is amazing, is there's way too much of it out there. Because, like, case in point, look at my freaking wall. I have everything from aliens to D&D, Cthulhu, Funko Pops, a fun little terracotta pot that my friend Harley Nox gave to me over there, with my favorite Pokemon, Totodile. But there's so much that it's impossible, which is why I get people like you guys to come on the show, because you guys are the gurus of your areas. You are the connoisseurs and the professionals and the creators of these things. And so I don't have to be knowledgeable. I don't have to be uber passionate about it, but I can get to enjoy it. And I love to see that in our community. Side note, by the way, because I said Totodile is my favorite Pokemon, I'm going to put it on record here. I finally got my blessing from my wife to get a tattoo, a Pokemon tattoo. So here's the thing. I've been trying to convince her I know there's a curse about getting like your loved one's significant other's name tattooed on you. So I've been trying to find a fun, clever way to do a tattoo with her. And I figured we get our own starter Pokemon tattooed on us. So,
nice.
Right?
I like that.
Super cute.
That is cute.
I mean, so I have a list of tattoos. That's one of them. I also need to get Bandit, because I am hardcore, like a Bluey fan. I got to get him in like a Hawaiian shirt, like doing like the,
you have very bad, gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I 100%. That's my spirit animal right there, is Bandit. Like, hardcore. Love it. I will get him inked on me, but so I am getting Totodile tattooed by my toe. And so, like, yeah, that's how I got the
Totodile.
blessing. Yeah, Toto dial by my toe. He might be biting onto it. That actually might be a funny way to do it. I don't know where I was going with that little tangent, but um, so you have a Holly, you have a tattoo right there. That's the first time I've seen it.
I got a
Oh,
few. I got a few.
do you? What do you got?
Oh,
What do you got there? You got a peace
got a little
sign. All
peace
right.
sign. Got my little moon and stars. When I first got this done, I got it like that, right?
Yeah.
My mum is Greek Cypriot, and it looks a bit like a Turkish flag. And she was like, "You better change that before your granddad sees it." So I was like, I had to start. Yeah, I've had that's my oldest one. I've got an owl behind my ear, but you can't see it at the moment. And I've got Saturn on my ankle, but I'm not lithe enough to show you it. I'm not enough to show you it. But,
Contortionist move. No.
Yeah.
yeah.
See, that's why I get mine mostly in areas. So I think I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'm doing the Macarena over here while I count my tattoos. Five, yeah, like five. I think I've got around like 8 or 9 tattoos on me now. But like these are my latest two. I don't know if I had these when last time I was on the show with you guys. So I got God, I'm looking in the mirror. My thing's mirrored. So I've got Vampires the Masquerade. I got the Ankh with the rose of the Toreador tattooed on me. And then I have my D&D dice, which has been so this has been like my most practical tattoo I think I've ever had in my entire life. So because I'm doing D&D so much, people be asking, I'm like, hey, you need to roll a D10. And they'll be like, which dice is this? I'm like, don't worry, fam, I got you. And I'll just point to a die. And I'm like, there you go. Yeah, like it's like here, which dice do you need to use? And it's worked out amazingly. Like best tattoo ever. Bar none, like most practical tattoo. Harley, do you got any
Yeah,
tattoos?
I have one. And actually, so
Oh, we're gonna
funny,
judge.
funny story. Okay, so before my husband Mark and I got married,
Mhm.
I told him I was like, I really want to get a tattoo, but I don't want to get a matching tattoo because I mean I have anxiety and I overthink everything. And do I think my husband is ever gonna leave me? No, the man hates paperwork and he signed legally binding paper. Like this man is trapped. Whether or not he likes it, he is.
I like that.
But I didn't want to get matching tattoos. God forbid something happens and he walks out. So he's like, that's never gonna okay, fine, whatever. Like, fine. Like, you can be dramatic about it, but whatever. So we ended up getting complimentary tattoos, very similar to what your wife did. So he calls me his moon and stars, and I call him my sun and sky, which is like so corny, but whatever, it's fine. And so on my ribs, I got white ink. So by the way, this is my first and only tattoo. So again, we're gonna keep going through this. I got white ink of a giant crescent moon with a sun and some stars in it. I sat through the entire tattoo, no breaks, and did not cry. And my tattoo artist was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, I'm clinically depressed. It's fine." Like,
Oh my God.
no, I did not say that, but it was just so funny because all I did was squeeze Mark's hand. Like that's it. That's all I did. I didn't cry. And she was like, "Wow, you're a trooper." I was like, "Oh, this is nothing. Like I'm fine." She's like, because I found
No, I'm
out
in the same
after
spot
the
as
fact.
her.
Yeah, I found out after the fact the ribs are one of the most painful places, and colored ink is more painful than black ink. So I was like, oh, that's
No,
weird. Okay, but yeah, so
no.
it's on my ribs. But nobody can actually really see it except me. Obviously, I know it's there, and Mark knows it's there. And if I point it out, most people can see it. But for the most part, it's just really subtle and pretty. But Mark got a sun with a crescent moon in it and some stars, and he got it in full black on his
Yeah,
bicep.
that's smart. Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's obviously that was 3 or 4 years ago at this point. So
You better know. You better know that.
yeah,
There better not be an or. I'll tell Mark.
no. So we're actually trying to at the moment save up for other complimentary tattoos, but like
Nice.
Fallout or D&D themed tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause we first bonded over Fallout, and then we have become the most obnoxious dice goblins on the me specifically being a dice goblin. My husband is a forever DM. And his character in Baldur's Gate is him. He was like, "Oh, who should I make?" I was like, "Oh, you should play yourself." And I always joke that he's a paladin. He has fully admitted that he's a paladin. So he made a paladin that looks very similar to him, and he sent a photo to our D&D group. And the first response was, "You could have made anyone, and you made a white man from Connecticut." And I have been laughing about that for almost 2 years now. Like, it's the funniest. There was not a single moment of hesitation before that response. It was I was like, wow, it's true though. It's true. But he's perpetually the good guy. So he's having a time because I guess he accidentally like broke an oath, like his paladin oath, and now he's like had to
yeah,
load,
yeah,
like,
that's a thing. That's a big deal.
back, and he's like
Yeah.
he's having a time.
Holly, I think you should get any character that's been nominated for an award, like any game that's been nominated, you need to get them tattooed. Like just have like your back of your calf. Just dedicate that to your like nerdiness and like have Sazza and then have Catherine on there. And then anytime you get like there's something you're a part of that gets nominated. Oh, and you were yeah, oh my god, you do need to get because you were in Total War 2. Well, Total Warhammer 2, correct?
Yes.
You were the Herald of Slanesh.
Yeah, that's it.
So you did that too. So you got to get 3.
I could probably just get just their hairstyles.
Yeah.
Like literally.
You could get like nice little like outlines, like portrait out. Like, you know, this. Okay, this is gonna sound so like niche '90s like white kid from the Northeast, but they had these like silhouette, like Steve, you might know what I'm talking about. Like the silhouettes of your kids, like you would have them cut out of black paper or like whatever.
How old do you think I am? I know what you're talking about. So first off, that's offensive. Second, yes, I do know what you're talking about.
I had all of them growing up. We got one, like my family got one for me and my brother. I have a twin brother. Every year until we turned like 10.
I'm not even from the North. I'm from all over, like Indiana and Virginia.
It's also a Midwest thing, though. It is also very
stereotyping me over here.
But you should get one of those. That's what I think, because I think that would be really cool, but like really minimalist, and you wouldn't have to worry about getting all the super fine details. Because I know unless you get your artist perfect, like one eyelash will be off.
No, so here's what you should do. I like that. I'm gonna go way off that, but instead of having just the shadow of the head, you do like Saz's hot pink hair. And like you have that on there, and then your Herald of Slanesh, you have like the violet, and
yeah, that's it. You just do like she's got the pink and the bunnies ears.
Yeah, and then yes,
you could just have those.
Yes,
someone just design it for me, and then
we'll put that out there. Let's get this. We will, and we'll go together. I will come up to England just to get a tattoo. I promise you. My nerdiness knows no boundaries.
I would like to. I think it would be fun. I should really, shouldn't I? Only right.
Peer pressure again.
I know, that's it.
Oh, like this is great.
Go on then.
Yeah. So I think this is a great spot to go ahead and wrap this up. First off, I want to say thank you guys so much for being on the show. You both have been amazing to have on here. I'm actually glad that I got to get you guys to bond a little bit here over the weather while I dealt with some stuff. Seriously, thank you guys so much. Actually, I'm going to put you on the spot, Holly. Would you want to do me a favor? Oh yeah, I'm going to put you hardcore on the spot. So normally I do a closing little, closing up the episode. Do you think with all your voice acting skills, if I gave you the script, it's only a few lines, do you think you could do it in one of your like unofficial goblin-y cockney voices?
Go on then. What have I got to say?
Oh, all right. Let me send this to you right now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Cold read. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, let's test you here. All right. So I'll copy and paste this. It's like 4 lines.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're putting you on the spot here.
Oh, this is sight reading skills as well.
Oh
god. Okay.
I'll let you read that over. We'll give you time.
Okay.
Warm up the palate.
Me.
I have a friend who's on Broadway, and her warm-ups are insane.
Okay. Let's try it. All right, okay, ready?
Yeah, listen up, Ward Meat. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. As always, please like, subscribe, and follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you are listening to us on Apple or Spotify, please remember to rate and review. Got it? We're also on Instagram and Facebook, so please remember to like and follow us at DMP Pod. Got it? Good.
That was good.
Sorry.
That was good. It's
It
great.
aggressive. It was
It
aggressive.
was so good. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot even top that. I will never be able to top that. Thank you so much, guys, for being on the show. It was so much fun. We have to do this again. I cannot wait to look forward to your future works. Where can the good people out there in all of Nerdom find you guys now that we have done my closing statements? Start with you, Harley.
So okay, I have a link that has all of my social media in it, but you can find me on Instagram at Harley Nox Cosplay, Nox spelled N as in Nancy O-X. Or on Facebook at Harley Nox Cosplay. I have a Discord. I have a bunch of different links that you can find on those social media pages. And as for my next conventions, I will be at Mid-Hudson Comic-Con in Poughkeepsie. And then I think after that, we're looking at a couple of shows in September that are local, charity-based shows. And then in October, you can catch me at New York Comic-Con.
Nice. Madam Holly.
Come and find me on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok. So let me just find out what my handles are. So in TikTok, I am Holly M Michael VO, and if you're on Instagram, it's Holly M Michael _voices. So come and find me on there. And as soon as I'm allowed to tell you what other projects I've been working on, I will. But at the moment, that's
Till
all
then,
from me.
That's all right. I can't wait. And you know what? Until then, we'll get you on doing some D&D. We'll have for a fun one shot with you. Get to roll some dice and throw some chaos. As always, I'm your host, Steve Pugh. Thank you and good night.